Hi everyone, we're
Alex.
Mehmet and of course Bindi's here with us. Today we're coming to you from this beautiful village, Saint Paul de Vence.
This is a really picturesque little village here in the south of France. So far it looks beautiful, and we've heard there's some really good food here too, so we're excited to check all that out, and I'm especially excited for where we're having dinner tonight. I can't wait to show it to you.
It does look beautiful. Let's go eat.
This tiny medieval village has been a magnet for artists like Picasso and Matisse and is still packed with incredible art from amazing artists, stunning views, and of course, delicious food. And tonight, we're about to experience one of the most historic meals of our lives at a restaurant where many of these artists actually dined. So let's get this day started.
We're starting the day off the way any good day starts off in France, with a trip to the Boulangerie.
We made our first stop of the day at this lovely bakery in the village where we picked up some pastries for breakfast. Mehmet got a chocolate pastry, which broke before we could even film it. The layers were light and flaky with a delicious chocolate filling.
It's really nice. It's really nice. I wish it hadn't broken.
Bindi's waiting for her crumbs.
I went with a classic pain au raisin.
This is good. The dough is like brioche, really soft, filled with raisins, and like some sugary syrup on top. It's nice.
Wandering through the village, you can take in so many beautiful sights, and it almost feels like walking through an immersive museum with how much artwork is spread throughout the narrow, winding streets.
We've spent the morning walking around. This is a really cute, really pretty town. It's really nice. And now it is time for lunch.
We are very hungry and this place has really good reviews, so we are both very excited for the spot. It's called Café Timothé. Let's see what it's got.
This spot is tucked in one of the many small streets here, and inside has the coziest setting for a leisurely lunch. Here, they have a small, ever-changing menu based on what they're making fresh in-house that day. I started with an amazing butternut squash soup that came with a side of a roasted pear stuffed with goat cheese, which was so good. Roasting the pear brought out its sweetness, which went deliciously with the tangy goat's cheese and made for a unique and interesting dish. Mehmet had a soup that was equally interesting, topped with a large ball of creamy burrata and thinly sliced brajol. For our mains, we shared a colorful bowl of beautifully cooked veggies, quinoa, and eggs, as well as a green vegetable pasta topped with fresh tomato sauce, garlicky pesto, and more cheese. There was just so much texture, flavor, and creativity in each of these dishes. We absolutely loved this experience. If you're new here, we're Alex and Mehmet. We live in the south of France and travel the world with our dog, Bindi, bringing you the best eats and dog-friendly destinations everywhere we go. We share a new food adventure every Sunday. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Now, back to today's adventure.
It's just so cute here. I know we've said that a number of times, but every corner you turn is just like, oh, I need to take a picture. It looks so pretty. We had such a lovely lunch. Now we are going to try some little sweet treats that are specific to Provence.
Among the art galleries and little boutiques in the village, there are also some gourmet food stores selling specialties from Provence, and one we were particularly excited to check out was Le Roy René.
We just went in this store, Le Roy René, and they sell typical sweets and things that are made with ingredients from Provence. Also, everything in there was like packaged so nicely. Everything's wrapped up so nicely. It's really, really cute.
We got a small box of cobblestone, which are a treat originating from the town of Aix-en-Provence. They are made from local oranges and almonds. It's said that these actually date back to the 1400s when they were first served at the wedding of King René. It's hard to know exactly how to describe these. They're soft, just a little chewy, but packed with orange and almond flavor. They're not really a cookie or a candy, but something in between that is really unique. There were a few other gourmet shops that we wanted to check out, but unfortunately a number of places were closed for a winter holiday. So we spent the rest of the afternoon wandering around and taking in the beautiful sights until it was finally time for our dinner. It's finally time for the dinner that I've been excited about all day. This town definitely shuts down around 5, 6 o'clock. Our dinner reservation is until 7:30, that was the earliest, but there's like basically nothing to do. We found one cafe that was open, had a glass of wine
Thank
before
God.
dinner, but
Thank God.
it's almost a little bit creepy, like there's literally nothing else open.
The town was dead.
Yeah, it's probably
Dead.
a little better in the summer, but right now it's really quiet. Very excited for this dinner, can't wait to see it. For dinner, we're eating at La Colombe d'Or, an incredibly historic hotel and restaurant here in Saint Paul de Vence. After opening in 1920, La Colombe d'Or became very popular with the artists who spent time in this area, including Picasso, Miro, and Matisse. Many of the artists would gift works to the owners in exchange for their meals or stays, prompting La Colombe d'Or to acquire a truly amazing collection. This dining room is unreal. You're literally sitting among original artworks from some of the world's greatest artists. The food here was also excellent. The menu is almost exactly as it was when Picasso and Matisse ate here. It's pure Provençal cooking with rich flavors that have stood the test of time. This means you're not only surrounded by these amazing works of art, but you're also eating what these artists ate. We both couldn't resist the delicious sounding beef dishes. Mine was a simple cut served with a delicious, creamy sauce. And Mamet's was a sliced piece of beef served with a tasty jus. Both of these were cooked to a perfect medium rare and came with a generous mound of potato dauphinoise, which were just slightly crispy on top and so luxurious, buttery, and soft inside. We finished up the meal with a refreshing slice of ice cream cake that had a crunchy layer of meringue and a tangy, soft layer of frozen raspberry filling. Truly delicious and exactly the kind of food that has kept this place famous for over a century. As we were leaving the dining room after dinner, I couldn't help but stop to admire some of the artwork up close. And when the waiters noticed, they directed us into the salon to view some additional pieces in this really cool setting. This meal was truly a special experience and definitely completely worth it if you're visiting this village. All three of us had a wonderful time exploring Saint Paul de Vence. Everything here is very dog-friendly. Bindi was even allowed to join us for our amazing meal at La Colombe d'Or, and there are lots of dogs wandering the village with their owners. This is definitely a great dog-friendly day trip in the French Riviera. We always appreciate a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. Over the next few weeks, we'll be exploring some new destinations in Spain and Portugal that we know you won't want to miss, so be sure to subscribe to travel along with us.